Hey guys, Pieguy Rules here, and welcome back to more Battle for Bikini Bottom. So, I make no promises that this part... I make no promises that we're gonna move on to the next world in this part. I do not know. We're gonna do the best we can here in trying to complete this mission in an expedient manner. But if it takes me the whole episode to do this, then so be it. I'm sure future Pieguy will warn you if this entire episode is just going to be this one mission, like I did with Marble Madness. But yeah, either way, we're going to be spending the next at least minute working on this. So welcome to Vine Time, not quite live. Oh wow. How did I manage to make that, and why am I going for these stupid, insane shortcuts that are, like, just undoubtedly going to get me into trouble? Oh, that was so close. That was so close. I hope all my video settings are alright. This is the first time recording since... I was going to say, why are we missing that? But we got to talk to Mrs. Puff. This is my first time recording since the live stream. The disastrous well, not the live stream itself wasn't disastrous, but Squiggle Pants was more disastrous than I thought it would be. I expected it to have just a lot more content, really. But hey, you know, when you go into these things blind, it is what it is. I'm gonna take that shortcut. I have no idea actually how much time that saves me, but I want to make sure that if I can make it all the way in one go, we want to make sure that we're going to actually make it in the time, and I think that a nice little shortcut like this is a good way to ensure that we should, presuming I can make it all the way down in time. And yeah, I've heard from people that this is like the hardest mission, and it definitely seems to be. Like, the marble one seemed doable with enough tries and enough practice, and I mean, really, it was just kind of like execute a certain amount of things just in a certain time. But it didn't really seem too bad. It was more just kind of getting it to work. With this one, though, I mean, I don't know. Maybe my skills just aren't good enough. There's a chance I could just not ever be able to do this, and then it'll be like Pieguy 99% completes Battle for Bikini Bottom, and that would be a sad life. But we're gonna do what we can. I mean, I'm not spending more than an episode on this. If I do have to spend an entire episode, so be it. But more than an episode that's just, I mean, that's just nuts. But here I am, and I have stuff to talk about for sure. I've got quite a few comments from you guys to read, and I had quite a day today. It was really just one of those days when nothing kind of seemed to go my way. It sounded like I was like quoting a lyric or something, but I shouldn't take these insane jumps. I shouldn't take them. But yeah, today, so I go to pay my rent, and my apartment place has a nice, like, online portal where you can have it automatically message you, like, hey, pay your rent now, or you could just set it up so it automatically just, wow, that was bad. So it just automatically pays your rent. And anyway, it's a very nice service. But for some reason, I was not able to create an account. It would not let me, and I had to talk to customer service, and this guy was like the least helpful guy I've ever had in customer service. I've had to talk to some bad customer service people, but this guy was like just another level. I don't know, he was in a very, very loud call center, and I don't know, maybe it wasn't entirely this guy's fault. Probably not, because it was probably like the place's fault, because it was so loud, the guy could not understand my name or my email address. He had to keep repeating the letters and stuff, and he could not get it. So that was one thing, and then the other thing was that he kept taking me through the stinking, like, all he could do for me was take me through the process of starting to set up an account, which is exactly what I did when I got the phone number to call saying you have to call this number to set up your account. It was frustrating, but I went and talked to the leasing office at my place, and they were, I don't know why I wasn't able to double jump there. They were able to set me up just in a matter of seconds, so that was nice. But I had to go out and do that, and it was pretty hot today, man. So I had to do that, and then it was also like chore day, so I had to do the laundry. I had to do oh gosh, I had to do dishes. I had to go grocery shopping, but instead I decided to try out Amazon's new pantry type of thing where you can just have food delivered to you. So I'll let you know how that goes when that food comes. It'll come tomorrow. I don't know how many episodes I'm gonna record tonight. So when that comes, I'll let you know how it does. I definitely am interested in this service. But yeah, and the biggest thorn in my side today. I mean, that's all just normal chore stuff. Fine, whatever. You gotta do it. The thorn in my side was that I was infested with ants. Now, in terms of infestations, these ants are probably like the second, like, nicest infestation you could have, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. Maybe an infestation of cute kittens would be the nicest. But in terms of bugs, these are not like the microscopic ants, but they were still relatively small ants. They weren't like a normal sized ant. So luckily they were small, but it just, they kept popping up at my desk under like my chair. Oh my gosh, this is bad. I'm so sorry. I expect a lot of failure in this video. But under my chair I have one of those mat things to keep the carpet from getting like dirty, or not dirty, but getting wrecked from the wheelchair, the wheelie chair that I have. And just, like, every 2 minutes, I'd look down. Oh my god, I'm getting worse at this somehow. Every 2 minutes, I'd look down, and there'd just be, like, 3 ants. Like, every time, consistently. Like, I must have squashed at least 100, 200 ants today. Now, I don't know if they were in other parts of my apartment. It's possible I couldn't see them, and it's possible, like, the only reason they were... Oh my... Alright, I gotta do a single jump there. I keep making the same mistake. I'm double jumping and overshooting it. But I don't know if that was the reason, but for whatever reason, I just kept seeing them on my mat. And of course, it's like, you know, it's where I'm working, at my desk. It's not a good place for them to be. Okay, I do have to double jump. I just got to be careful with my double jump. Okay, cool. I don't make a long double jump is, I think, the trick there. The first jump is the long jump, and then the double jump is just a light one. But yeah, but that was such a pain, and I couldn't figure out entirely where they were coming from, and they weren't in my kitchen, they weren't near my trash, and I had vacuumed very thoroughly, so it's not, wow, it's not like there was any food that they were after. They were coming in. Now, a week ago, I was outside on my patio, and I saw a ton of little ants like on the edge of my patio, and I think they came in with new mulch. My apartment complex got new mulch a week ago, and I think they came in with that, and I wasn't too happy about them being near my patio, but hey, as long as they kept to themselves, I didn't care. But yeah, eventually they came in. Anyway, long story short, the bug guys come in tomorrow, and I bought traps, and I haven't seen any in a few hours. Oh my goodness, I am doing terribly at this. I'm sorry that I'm not talking about the game. It's just like one of those things where you reach a cap at what you can commentate on at any certain part of the game, really. I also need to make a mental note to turn down the brightness when we pass this level, assuming we pass this level at all ever. This could just be it. Maybe the Dutchman's graveyard is just something we'll never get to see. That would be a sad life. That's not true, by the way. Regardless of whether I'm able to complete this mission, we will continue onwards with the game. So, don't you worry. Okay, I gotta make a... Oh! Alright, let me get some comments queued up here. Let me get some comments for the Vine. For the last episode. It's official. Pieguy Rules is transformed into Chugapyroid. Oh, probably. I was wondering why that was, but it's probably because of all the puns I've been putting in the titles. It's, yeah, I don't know. I like puns. I do. I've been guilty of this in the past. If you've ever seen the first, like, 2 seasons of every episode of SpongeBob Reviewed, I was very, very, very guilty of just tons and tons of bad puns. And a few good ones, I'd say. But, yeah, I can't help myself. When I come up with something at least a little witty, I just go for it. So let's see. Pieguy, just as a reminder, go back to Jellyfish Fields and downtown to, now that you have the cruise bubble. I'm reading this comment partially from memory as I focus on this. So yeah, someone was reminding me of that, and yeah, don't worry. There's only one spatula I needed the cruise bubble for in downtown. The Jellyfish Fields thing is, I believe, for a sock. But when we go back for the socks, I will go back for that one golden spatula. Do not worry. Now, that slide is what I'd consider the hardest spatula in the game. The rolling ball one isn't that bad, especially compared to this. You actually did pretty well in Kelp Caves, though. On the subject of vines, who lives in a pineapple, under the pineapple, under the pineapple, under the pineapple? That's a pretty good vine. That I would classify that in like the 1 to 4% of good vines. Oh man. Gosh. So let's see. Ooh. In other news, I've been watching The Office. Anyone a fan of The Office out there? Anyone? I shouldn't say that. The Office was a pretty popular show in its time. Very popular show. I'd seen it before, but never really in its entirety. And I made it to the... I'm on the last season, and man, the post-Michael Scott era is just not very good. I mean, like... the Dwight and Jim and Pam stuff, I won't be spoiling anything for anyone. I mean, I guess if you didn't know, Michael Scott leaves the show at a certain point. Spoilers. But yeah, the Dwight, Pam, and Jim stuff, what am I doing here? Remained good throughout, but like, I don't know, Andy as the boss just never really worked. I did pretty well there, I think. Probably shouldn't have taken that last shortcut. That was probably my undoing. I feel like I get on a roll with the shortcuts. But yeah, that stuff stays good, I think, through the whole series. But Andy, and then they bring in Robert California and Nelly and like Gabe and all these other characters, and it's jarring. It really is. When you have a show where like almost no character no main character or recurring character has entered or left in like 7 seasons, and then all of a sudden for your last 2 seasons you have like 4 characters leaving and then like 4 characters coming on and stuff. It seems really jarring, and obviously they can't entirely control when actors decide to leave, but they can decide like who they add and all that, and it just yeah. So there you go. That's my thoughts on The Office. But in general, The Office is a pretty good show, I would say. Okay, we're not taking any shortcut there. We are going to take this one. Okay, you got to live somewhat dangerously, I think. Really. I wonder if these shortcuts were meant to be taken. I kind of wonder, like if they designed the slide in such a way. Oh, no. Okay. If I ever make it to the end of this while the timer is still running, which we have not done, regardless of whether or not I make it in time, we have not run out the clock. That was like the ending, wasn't it? What I'm trying to say is that like if we get to the end and there's a ton of time left after taking the shortcuts, then they didn't really factor in the shortcuts. But if there's not a ton of time left, then they probably factor in you taking a shortcut. Also, did Merman Man take these shortcuts? Really? Like, that's what I want to know. As he was rolling down these hills, or this vine. Haha, take that. I wonder how much time that shaves off for me. Now what I'm curious of is the people who speedrun this game, okay? How do they handle this? Because I bet you if you really knew what you were doing, you could probably complete this slide very quickly with all the shortcut type things you could do, if you were able to pull them off, is the thing. Because I can't, obviously. I mean, I can pull some of them off, clearly. Why am I going down here? I don't know. Is this even shorter? Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Alright, but we lived. We're fine. We're fine. 50 seconds on the clock. Okay. Alright, I feel like I'm hosting Double Dare. 50 seconds on the clock. You gotta slide down this vine and pass the tongue to your partner. And that sounds like an entirely different show. Oh, man. This is, oh, life is as extreme as you want to make it. Okay. Alright, 18, 17, 16. Ladies and gentlemen, woo! Alright, and only in 14 minutes. Alright.
time you've gotten.
Oh,
I guess
man.
you could say I had that course licked.
Now who's the pun master?
I guess I owe you a reward. Take this golden spatula.
Yeah, because you know Mermaid Man would, like, draw out every single word, right? I'm sure you guys are sick of me complaining about the two voice actors. It's really not that big a deal. It's just a constant source of amusement and jarness. Okay, so now we got to, well, actually, let's see. Is there anything else over here? I probably loops around somewhere. I'm just curious. But we have to remember to go talk to Mrs. Puff. And then I have to remember to turn down the brightness. Okay. And then we are going to go on to the Dutchman's Graveyard. Oh, also, no, wait. Before we go to the Dutchman's Graveyard, I'm going to go to the Chum Bucket because, like, everyone and their... Well, I'm going to go to the Chum Bucket. Press the R button to go to the vines. Where am I? Where did this put me? Oh. Oh, right back to the very beginning of the stage. How interesting. Okay, well, this is good, because this is kind of where we want to be. Oh, I was told... I'm going to get this sock just because I remember off the top of my head. The Tikis by Mrs. Puff, which I believe I did bowl, but I didn't bowl all of them. Right there, those ones. If I bowl all of them, I get a sock. Yay! Okay. But yeah, everyone told me two things. That one, that I can go in the Chum Bucket, and that's where the last golden spatula in the hub is. And two, I don't know why everyone commented this one. And I mean, it's no problem at all.
Bob, there you are. Thanks to you, all the campers have safely returned.
The sock by the dumpster in the Krusty Krab. Like, so many people commented on that. Like, I don't know. I guess it's a well-known sock.
Mrs. Puff, any self-respecting sponge would gladly help. And it was actually fun exploring the kelp forest.
You're not so bad when you aren't
Aw.
behind a wheel, SpongeBob. Thanks again.
So was there any reason why there was a bus stop on the Vine? I guess if you really wanted to take the is one of her eyes closing before the other? Just like a little bit looks like it. Anyway, if you wanted to take the time trial challenge as Patrick, I guess you could.
Always glad to lend a hand, Mrs. Puff.
I found this golden spatula the other day. Why don't you take it? You definitely earned it.
The other day? So how long have these things been around?
Never should always.
Alright. So someone a while ago, I don't think I commented on this, but someone a while ago mentioned that, yeah, we'll take the fast travel here. Mentioned that, top of the chart, why is it in this order? That's so odd. Mentioned that the gold spatulas are probably a reference to the gold spatula Plankton tries to give SpongeBob in, I believe it's his very first appearance. But nah, it's definitely the whole season 9 tie-in where Craps was the golden spatula in. Aha! There we go. Okay, now into the Chump Bucket, and don't worry, this isn't like that one part where I said we're gonna go to the kelp forest and then we didn't. No, we're going to the Dutchman's Graveyard. I just wanna let's check this out. All said and done, I think I did all right on the. Oh, there we go. So we're not going in there, but these guys are all looking at me funny. That's a little eerie. Where is it? I think I have to wall jump. I think that's what I was told. Oh.
Flash! Authorities have confirmed that the robots running amok through Bikini Bottom are indeed coming from the Chum Bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, right where you're standing.
Dramatic pause.
The owner of the Chum Bucket, and best known for the creation of robots whose sole purpose is to cause mayhem and destruction, has denied any involvement.
It's funny because the fish head's voiced by Mr. Lawrence, and he sounds a little plankton-y.
And then stomp on your children. And stomp on your children's children. This has been a Bikini Bottom news flash.
Okay. And then the TV explodes. Yep, wall jump. Oh, and it's right there. Nice. I hear like a cricket or something. Ooh, let's check out the Chum Bucket menu as soon as the game is done saving. Let's see. Chumbalaya, chum burger, chum fries, chum shake, chum on a stick, chumbalaya, chum chili, chum pie. Well, you guys know which one I'd order. Maybe, what if Karen's the final boss of this game? That'd be pretty nuts. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Karen didn't really appear because she didn't have that much of a role in the pre-movie era. She was in, I think, like 6 episodes or something. She wasn't even Plankton's computer wife in her first appearance. She was just kind of the computer. Okay, so Cup Forest that way. The Dutchman's. When on the save file, we were 60% through before I got those 3 spatulas we've gotten so far. But I assume that a lot of the percentage comes from the spatulas that we get from Krabs and Patrick, of which we've gotten none, even though we could definitely redeem for quite a few of them. But yeah, Flying Dutchman's Graveyard. Here we go. Oh boy. Hey, I wonder if the
graveyard of ships. Somewhere.
Hey!
Haunted mess.
There's the Dutchman.
A fearsome specter waits.
There's a spatula. This looks kind of familiar, to be honest. B-war-E. Yeah, take that. I don't know why those were there. Maybe to jump off of. Huh.
Yes.
That didn't sound like him for a second. I'm like, oh no, could they not get that guy either?
Who dares
Oh, they got him.
disturb the Flying Dutchman?
Like, let's be real here. They should have gotten this guy to voice Mr. Krabs. I don't know this guy's name, but he's been in so many cartoons, and I think he was on the live action show as well. But he kind of, sort of sounds a little bit like Krabs. He's got that very deep kind of gravelly type thing. He would have made a better Krabs, I think.
It's me, SpongeBob, sir.
I don't need any cookies.
Don't you remember me? You kidnapped my whole crew last game.
But I'm not a Shell Scout.
Look, kid, I'm too disturbed to scare the bejesus out of you right now. Come back later.
I love the physics on his hair.
What's the matter?
It's these darn robots. They've thrown me off my own ship, they have.
Oh, man.
Being thrown off your own ship is like having your pants pulled down in front of casual acquaintances. It's a sad, sad thing. Now those robots have got their own pirate ship, and they're blasting away at each other.
Ah, you don't like it when it happens to you, eh?
Is there anything I can do to make you feel better?
When your stuff is taken.
Well, now that you mention it, get up to my ship and use the cannons to single-handedly defeat the robot ship. Any questions?
Is that adorable hat available in a size 3?
No, but if you do this, a golden
Oh,
spot
no.
in your booty.
Here
Now
comes the
get
booty
going.
talk. Here comes the booty. Give me that booty. Oh, a new robot. Ugh. I like how they have these cutscenes to introduce the enemies. Pretty neat. Ooh. So I assume this is what I want to use to get them. Oh, it's probably... Okay, so that's how I pop their bubble. And then if I do it again... Yeah, there we go. Awesome. And I want to try to be banking some of these shiny objects, but in all honesty, we're probably going to just off-screen grind for them in the lighthouse. Because I haven't been very diligent. So let's see. Those are wall jumpy things. This button is pressed. So we have to move them. Can I move this? Aha! It's a puzzle. Did I see something over here? Oh yeah, they're out. It's a clam. Is this another bungee? Oh no, to open the treasure chest. Ah. So yeah, this stage definitely, probably more so than any of the other ones, seems to be based more off of the Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. What is that platform that's sinking? What is the purpose of that? Oh, I guess it's gonna gain purpose now.
Push, 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 push.
Oh my goodness, that is far away. Okay, good, I'm not timed. Or am I? Oh, is that a sponge ball? Then what? Do I have to lower the... Yeah, no, I know, you don't need to show me again. No, I probably have to lower the toxic ooze somehow, because the spatula is partially submerged. Or freeze it as Patrick, but I assume we're playing as Sandy, because it's been alternating. Well, we'll come back to that either way. Yeah, this is like entirely new territory for me. But we figured this puzzle out. Whoa, okay. Let's not do that. There we go. I wonder how many new enemies there are left still. There's got to be at least 1 or 2, judging by the wanted thing, because we were missing... I think we were missing 3, and I think those robots, those inflatable robots that were introduced in the Kelp Forest, as well as the bubble robot that we just were introduced to, those are 2. So there's probably 1 more from SpongeBob's Dream. I think, actually... It's probably something like they introduced us to like 1 robot in each world, or each of the later worlds. I see a trampoline way down there. More of these puzzles, alright. They don't seem particularly challenging, so maybe calling them puzzles is a bit too generous. Okay. Or maybe it's not, if it's going to take me a little while to get them. Well, where are we even trying to go, really? Oh, what's that up there? Oh, up there probably. So, well, can we do this? Yes, we can. But is it going to actually do anything for us? Maybe. Oh, we want to go there. Okay. But that works, I think. Yeah. I mean, this level is definitely a lot better than the one in Revenge of the Flying Dutchman in that it's more of a level than just like one kind of linear, very, very, very linear path. Can I not? Yeah, I think I have to. Oh no, maybe no. I can destroy the bubble in any way I want. Looks like. But it's probably more efficient to use the cruise bubble. Oh, that's one of those. Set you off. What I like is that we can kind of set those off and then just walk away, and the shiny objects come to us later. That's pretty neat. Oh, wow. That wrecked my day up pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I'm coming back from this. And I probably just want to die, but might as well get a good look around the ground floor there. The checkpoint put us back here. Yeah, I'm digging this. I'm digging this level. Cool aesthetic. Very interesting. Someone mentioned, oh gosh, in regards to my whole like, what would I want from, or what levels aren't really represented, what parts of SpongeBob aren't really represented, or whatever, in worlds. Boating school would be a good world. Well, not necessarily a good world, but it is that whole boating school stuff. You could do probably a world that's like you could probably do a world that's boating school. Make this school kind of bizarre, or maybe just have a bunch of missions inside of it and make it smaller, like they did with Sand Mountain, and then the final area would be the obstacle course. And I don't know, you could make it into a slide, or you could have a sequence where SpongeBob is in a car or something. There's a sock out there. I should not have cruise bubble. Oh, it hit the cruise bubble. Awesome. Saved me. Oh, excuse me. Alright, now you die. Okay. I wonder how difficult this stage is. Well, I mean, I guess I feel like after beating that vine slide, I could do anything. Okay, it didn't kill him. Should I go for this now? No, it looks like do I want to? Oh gosh. Alright, let's just keep making progress in the level. Let me get that underwear. Dang it. Why is SpongeBob doing that? That weird, oh, because I was on his goop. Okay, hey, die! Excuse me, you're supposed to die now. This is the part where you die. That is the worst Trek impression ever. That is just I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the estate of Michael Myers. I'm sorry to every Scottish or Irish or whatever accent that's supposed. That was kind of a horrifying death animation, and I really need to focus a little more on what I'm doing in the gameplay, because the combat has certainly kind of stepped it up a notch. Do we have? Oh, we've got 3. So we just gotta get through the entrance area, path through the goo. That's the one that we press the button for, but we don't really know how to get. We need to find the path through the goo, and then goo tanker ahoy. Huh. I mean, it's funny because this isn't Goo Lagoon, but there's mention of goo. The whole Goo Lagoon. I didn't mean to press that. The whole Goo Lagoon thing is it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's a misnomer, but it's kind of an artifact or whatever, because even though the water, quote unquote, is still referred to as goo, it does behave effectively like water. But I guess it's always kind of behaved like water. I don't know, but it's just weird to the point where if you didn't watch the earlier episodes or whatever, gosh, wow, this is getting a little difficult. Oh, I gotta turn down the right. Okay. Totally forgot. Boom. Ambient. I hope that's not too dark for you guys. It's probably not. It just looks darker compared to. Man, these enemies, they're bringing out the big guns with these enemies. So let me get rid of that. On the upside, I've gotten very good at doing this one puzzle right here. But yeah, you wouldn't be, it'd be an easy mistake to make, to think that the Goo Lagoon, like, to wonder why it's called Goo Lagoon in later episodes. Come on. I didn't really comment on it, but I like the music in the Kelp Forest. This music's alright too. I kind of have the music pretty low for me because I don't know, to have it any higher kind of distracts me a little bit. Not like not usually, like not when I'm just playing games or whatever, but distracts from the commentary and stuff. If you got too much going on in your headphones or something while you're trying to talk or commentate or something, it can get a bit distracting, I suppose, is one way to put it. Okay, all right, we're here. Now, oh, this is a duplicator thing that. Oh, I could probably cruise bubble, right? That's it. Oh gosh, we're gonna get hit. Where is it? There it is. Okay. No. Okay. We got this. Boom. Alright. I feel like that's going to save us hassle. And it didn't kill us. So, by definition, it makes us stronger. Can I get in there? Nah, I got to move that one. How do we want to move these? Is there another duplicator over here? I don't know, but is that a spatula or a sock? That is a spatula. Nice. Sorry, a spatula. Okay. So let's try to move this one this way. That didn't line up with this one like I had hoped. But if we move this one. No, oh, I got it. We gotta move this one. Also, are these like actual? They say rip on them, but are these actual people's graves? Oh no, we can't move this one. Oh, I could do this actually. This could work. But if these are actual people's graves, then SpongeBob, you're being awfully insensitive. Now I know they probably shouldn't have put buttons on their graves, but even still, you don't like push around gravestones. I don't care if you're platforming for a good reason. Okay. You still that's disrespectful. Oh, and looks like we're gonna make it to the first. Oh, that's a slide. That did not look like a slide. But we got a checkpoint. And I would not have licked that if I were you, SpongeBob. But I suppose you're yet to have learned of the horrors of splinters. Let's see. Oh, comments-wise, my favorite bus stop is inside the Sea Needle. Oh, because I asked for, like, the most ridiculous areas for the bus stops. And I agree. I think the Sea Needle is, like, the most ridiculous one because it's, not only is it high up, but it's in an enclosed area. And yeah. Pretty ridiculous. But I wonder if, and I was gonna say this as we entered the level, I got distracted. But I wonder if you switch characters in the movie game with like the hamburger car or something. Sorry, the hamburger car, the Krabby Patty car. Graveyard of Ships. That sounds like it's gonna be an intense platforming section.
Ahoy there, Mr. Squidward. Swab the poop deck.
Yes, hilarious. Don't you have a platinum whisk to get?
Platinum whisk.
Golden spatula.
Whatever. There's one up there.
What are you even doing here, Squidward? Did the Dutchman kidnap you
Whatever it
again?
is, the answer is no.
Oh, okay. I guess not. I guess he's here of his own free will. Alright. Let's set those off. How many socks? There's only 3 socks? Really? And we already saw where one of them is. I just checked and we got 5 out of 7 on that. That's so weird, the inconsistency. Like, usually with collectibles like that, you have kind of a consistent amount through each world. Not that it really matters, but maybe that's an indication. Oh, that's not coming back. Well, I mean, it will, but after I get off of it. But maybe that's an indication that this world's a little smaller. I don't know. I think the smallest world so far has definitely been Sand Mountain. And I don't know. Can't imagine SpongeBob's Dream would be smaller than that. But then again, I have no idea what SpongeBob's Dream is in general. Yeah, see, that's a pretty ridiculous place for a bus stop. Okay, I was just checking to see if we were Sandy. Obviously, we need to be SpongeBob up here. As these weird cave paintings show. What? Oh. Do I have to, like... Yeah, no, I could just keep pressing A. I don't have to actually steer it. I mean, I might at the top. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see SpongeBob's Dream. I was kind of excited to see this. Oh, and there's 2 bus stops in the same area here. Okay, so that can happen. Yep, and looks like we need a Texan. I like that they made these things that oh, I was not close enough. Made the things that Sandy grapples from just floating Texases. It's like, how do we indicate that we need Sandy? Did we get the bot? No, we didn't. How do we indicate that we need Sandy for this? Oh, I don't know. Just put Texas on them. Like, okay. I mean, I guess it's funnier than just like flying acorns or something. Even if like maybe like tree branches would probably make more sense. I mean, not necessarily floating tree branches. Yeah, tree branches. But if they could somehow make it be tree branches, that would probably just, yeah, be the most logical. But, I mean, you don't come to SpongeBob video games for the most logical options. Is that part of the stage over there? I don't know. Yeah, this is the... I've mentioned it before, but just the backgrounds and everything are... This game was very, very well put together in terms of... creating like just a very nice looking game. Like, look at this view. It's crazy. They did not cheap out. I mean, like, I'm not saying they cheaped out in Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, but like the backgrounds and stuff, it's just like night and day. And it is only a year apart. All right, and there's a checkpoint there. Awesome. I mean, you could directly compare this world to the Flying Dutchman's graveyard. Oh, wow. In Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, and it's just, I mean, this is just much bigger, much less linear, and I mean, I don't know, we haven't gotten that far in Golden Spatula-wise. I'm gonna let him, no, he's not gonna throw one? Alright. Come on, throw one, guy. Fine, never mind. I'm gonna just have to dodge you. Oop. Oh. But I assume the missions in this are a lot more varied than just carry treasure a million times over. Wait, did we just go in a circle, or? No, this is a different place. Huh. It just looked like the last platforming section. You know what? It's not worth it. I don't need the underwear that badly. Oh, that's cool. Let me look at these symbols. You see SpongeBob's hand, but then there's just like, I don't know, seaweed or something coming out of him. Oh, it just keeps, okay. So it didn't just open for SpongeBob. I gotta do this fast, is what it's saying. And, all right. Checkpoint. Oh. Oh, that's pretty neat. Haven't seen something like this yet, I don't think. Like a horizontal, or one where we're moving horizontally. There's a lot of different enemies in this stage. I wonder how many of them, if it incorporates all the ones we've seen up to this point, because that's... I definitely saw the little bombs. I haven't seen the Sleepy Time robots or the Texas one, ARF or whatever. But we saw the little bombs. We saw the ham-fisted one. We saw like the base minions with the electrical probes. We've seen the new bubble ones. All right, you're getting good height, SpongeBob, but that's not what we need. Wait, what is that something? Is that just, what is that down there? Is that just a failure path, or, well, we'll see. Just for that, or is there a sock? No, it's just, all right. Cool. I mean, I was just saying how the levels are kind of like richly packed with stuff, and I don't mean like collectible stuff. I just mean like platforms and stuff in the background and just stuff. Boom. We're getting close to the end of this game, and I'm definitely gonna miss it. I have no idea really what the movie game's gonna be like, but this game definitely has a reputation for a reason. And it would seem that Truth or Square is the only one that is like a very, very direct sequel. The Creature from the Krusty Krab in the movie game kinda, from what I've heard anyway, from what I've heard, what is he doing? From what I've heard, they focus more on other stuff like driving segments, and there's a golden spatula up there. But I should stop talking about things that I'm not entirely sure of. There's a clam. Is this going to be a bungee? Or maybe a treasure? Yep, bungee. Always a bungee. Not always for a golden spatula, I don't think, but there is just always a bungee. Oh, sweet. Easy spatula. Wow. Looks like we're going to end up in the ghost zone there. Which would be appropriate considering we're in the Dutchman's level. So I could definitely say that this level is emphasizing the sponge, the wall jump. Which is a little weird because that was like one of the earliest technique type things we learned. Ooh, this part could be tricky. Is there a checkpoint nearby? Oh, oops. I think there was. Oh, yeah. Does anyone see a checkpoint, guys? I don't know. I don't see any. Do. It's my stupid person voice. Apologies if you sound like that. I mean, hey, maybe you just sound stupid. Maybe you aren't stupid. I don't know. Does anyone actually talk like that? Like, does anyone talk like that? Well, I don't know. I can't tell if I'm. There might be an accent that. Oh, what is this? That I'm like insulting here. Whoa, this is pretty nuts. I like this. Ha. I mean, the game really doesn't have to put all these sponge symbols. Like, what? We get the idea. We can wall jump. You just have to put, like, one symbol. But I suppose there's nothing wrong with clarity. Oh, no, I gotta wait for it to come around town. Yeah, okay. And boop. Man, this could be tricky. I don't think it'll be that hard though. We'll start on this one and go there. No. I can't remember. Maybe I don't move the joystick. Maybe I'll just press A. Maybe that'll be the trick. The wall jumping in this game is pretty good. It's a little janky though. It's a little weird in that you don't have too much control over it. Should have gotten higher there. All right. Okay. 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 All right. And there we go. Okay. I think I timed it a little better there. Oh no, let's not die up here. No, 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 no. You don't understand. I don't want to die up here. Ooh, don't die to those things. And there's the spatula. Looks like we just have to come around here. Well, that's cool. Looks like maybe the Dutchman ship in the background there. And maybe the robot ship. Or it could just be the background. I like how the flowers are even like a little wavy and wiggly. And they do that on the show too sometimes when they're in like haunted areas. So there's that box. So, alright, we're 3 spatulas deep. Press the R button to go to the Dutchman ship. Oh, cool, we're on a little dinghy. Which is also something that was in the last game. Little magical dinghy that took you wherever you want it to be. Alright. So, oh, Krabs is somehow up here.
There, SpongeBob. Swab the poop deck.
Ugh. Everyone wants to swab this poop deck, you know?
Oh, I already did that joke with Squidward, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, SpongeBob, man, me and him, we're on the same wavelength.
Well, it's a good one though, eh?
No.
Oh, sure is.
Okay, maybe we're not on the
Here's
same
what you need to do.
wavelength.
Destroy all the power generators on the robot ship.
Okay.
Once the power is off, you'll be able to shoot the Dutchman's cannons to destroy the robot ship.
Cannon do, Mr. Krabs.
All right. Well, this seems like a perfect place to leave it off. And here, look, we've got get aloft there, matey, and destroy the robot ship. This is the perfect place to end off. I think we're pretty deep. Well, not pretty deep, but we got to see a lot of the Dutchman's graveyard, and yeah, we're like about halfway done with it, or I guess what is that, like a third of the way? Nah. We're getting there. We'll probably complete it all in the next part, or at least most of it. So with that, Pieguy Rules out.